By the end of today's episode, you'll know if adding more lines to a one-line audition will help or hurt your chances, and what casting directors really think about that. Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we help aspiring screen actors find high-quality auditions, sign with great agents, and book major roles in legit productions. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today I'll be covering why sticking to the script is probably the best idea, even for single-line auditions, when and how to add more to a one-line audition without going too far, and a simple trick that you can use to stand out without adding extra lines. So, casting directors are very busy, right? They're watching hundreds of tapes, especially for small co-star roles where you might only have one line. Sometimes they actually ask for one line specifically for a reason. They want to see if you can actually stick to the script. They're actually oftentimes testing your ability to bring even just one tiny moment to life. And so that is why going off script can look unprofessional. It might seem like you can't follow directions, or you sort of want the story to be about you, when really you're just playing a minor role in that project. Your job as an actor is to serve the story, not add to it. So that's why I recommend that you show your ability to shine within the constraints that you're given. So when can you add more to a one-line audition? Well, there are some moments when it's okay to do a little bit more, but you have to do it subtly, okay? So you could have some sort of reaction right before or after the line, whether that's a moment of silence or a look or a shrug, like something that you're reacting to a real world thing that could be happening. This can show your acting ability without actually changing the words in the script. You can also do some sort of physical behavior while you're doing the line, right? So maybe you're cleaning something or you're holding your phone, and just some sort of action so that you don't feel so bland or stiff, like you're just standing there and then you say your line, right? You want to be doing something. You can only add dialogue if the sides or the instructions say that it's okay to do so. If there's a cue line or some sort of conversation, you could include a short lead-in, like if the other actor says a line and then you go, right? Then it might be appropriate, but the general rule is to never add more words to a script than what you're given, even on the ending side. So like you start with your line and then you add some additional lines afterwards. That's generally not a good idea. And it's absolutely not a good idea to say a bunch of lines at the beginning and then you eventually get to your line, right? That's like really crazy. Now, if you do want to stand out, right, you can actually record a strong slate to go with your performance, right? In your slate, obviously, like most auditions do ask for a slate. If they specifically say no slate, then don't include it. But if you do include a slate, that could be an idea of how to get some personality, because you want to show your own personality and your confidence while you're saying your slate. You want to make your delivery feel like a real moment, of course, and this applies to both your slate and the performance itself. Don't overact or do indication or make it like really dramatic or whatever. Just try to match the vibe of the world of the story. You want to make sure that the way that you do the scene fits in with the genre, right? Whether it's drama or comedy, just try to do it in a natural way that shows your brand or your own acting sort of personality. Don't like try to completely change something and do something interesting as a way to stand out. I actually did a video a while ago called "Why Standing Out is a Mistake in the Audition." It's like if you're trying to do something that's way more than what the audition calls for, instead of keeping it straightforward and simple, and you're adding lines and all kinds of other stuff, then it kind of makes you look like you're trying to make the story about you when you're supposed to just be a minor supporting character. The one line is a test, right? It's kind of like how real and honest can you as an actor be with what you're given, not how much can you add. Adding things that aren't in the script isn't professional, and it oftentimes annoys casting directors. Thanks for listening today. Now, if you want to dive a bit deeper specifically on auditions, I actually recommend checking out a different episode I did called Is Your Eyeline Sabotaging Your Auditions? And that's episode number 136. In that episode, I talk in depth about where to look and how to make your auditions stronger with certain unspoken parts of the scene, okay? So you can actually use some of that to make even one-line auditions like what we were talking about stronger. Again, that's episode number 136, Is Your Eyeline Sabotaging Your Auditions? It's on the Actor's Career Compass. And if you found the podcast helpful so far, I would really appreciate if you could just take a minute to leave a review. It really does help other actors find the podcast. So if you go to ratethispodcast.com/actor-success, that'll give you the link where you can leave a review. And then I actually try to read some of the reviews aloud in upcoming episodes occasionally. So I'll try to read your review out loud. All right. And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one in my coaching program, you can learn more about that on martinbenson.com. That's MartinBentzen. I'd love to speak with you. We'll do a free introductory call and we'll see if you'd be a good fit for the coaching program. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.